Hey, check it out, YouTube. We're back. Today we're going to do something differently. You know, usually when I come and we drop in our YouTube videos, we're talking more of the mental game and all of that stuff. But today, what we're going to actually do is let's work on some physical stuff. I love moving fast. So today, we're going to drop some knowledge on you about how to move with a purpose, how to be more efficient in your running. So stay tuned. Here we go. We're getting ready to rock. You're gonna see me running around doing some stuff crazy. I'm gonna rock some shorts today and we're just gonna have a little fun. I'm often asked, hey coach, how do you run fast? I mean, what do you do? What are some tips? What are some things I can work on? And I believe the real key to running fast is having the ability to be able to slow down. You gotta slow down so you can become efficient. I always say that if you go out and you're just running, but you're not efficient, you're just getting very good at doing something fast, wrong. So today, let's talk about, first of all, let's break down some things about running that most people think that are totally not true. Number one, you run with your arms, not your legs. And the easiest way to do that, to prove it to yourself, is put your hands by your side and just try to walk without swinging your arms. And you'll see how that looks. You know, it's just awkward, it doesn't work. So running is the same way. It's opposite arm, opposite leg. So your arms are everything. So what I want you to do is be sure that you're developing an upper body. I mean, because your upper body strength, you gotta have that if you're gonna be a good runner. But the key to all of that is you gotta warm up. You gotta know how to warm your body up. So my rule of thumb is this. You wanna move for 7 to 10 continuous minutes before you really get into anything that's strenuous. So that could be take a little jog, come back. There's several drills that I like to do. The first one is I like to do a simple high knees where I just get my knees up, arms back, 90 degrees. Again, you run with your arms, so your arms always stay at a 90-degree angle. The best way to think of it is pockets on your pants. Arms at 90, straight back and forward, straight back and forward. So in other words, if I put hammers in your hand, you should be able to nail the wall behind you. So that angle never changes. So when you're doing your high knees, it's about getting your knees up, but driving your arms straight through. If your arms are coming back and forth, can't hammer the wall, can't do it. You look like a windshield wiper. So one of the keys is right here, back and forth. The next thing I like to do in my warm-up is, I like to do butt kicks. Keeping that chest up, arms still swinging, feet coming up, and you want to get them up to your butt. Just boom, boom, nice and easy. And when I do my warm-up, it's about a 10 to 20 yard warm-up down and back. 10, 20 yard down and back. Next thing I do is I do a little bounding drill to where I just push off, again, opposite arm, opposite leg, because that's truly how you run. When you're running, there's one foot, you're actually off the ground between strides. So we call that, you know, that's the gait. Your gait just opens up, one foot comes back, hits, you bound. The next thing coach likes to do, just again, keeping me moving, is I turn sideways, I get up on my toes and I do a lateral slide, but I keep my face looking that way. I don't look at where I'm going, I see it out of my peripheral. I go down and back. Then coach gets on his toes and he back pedals. Back pedal nice and easy, sitting right down over that belly button. And then I just take a little jog down and back. So if you put all of those things together and you do them right and you do them efficiently, it's gonna take you about 7 to 10 minutes to really put in that work. So now I'm warm, man. I'm pretty warm. I feel pretty good. I got a little sweat going. And now I wanna get into, hey, how do I run? Coach, how do you run? So let's start off with some very simple things. I call them striders. You just wanna stride out. We're not trying to run fast yet. We're trying to get all the movements down, right? So I want you to stand up on a line and we gotta find out which foot is your power foot. Which is the one that you wanna get behind you? Which one do you want in front of you? Here's the best way to do it. Feet together, and if I fall forward, my dominant leg, it just comes out. That's just the way it works. Because it seems like I'm gonna fall, so it wants to catch me. That was my right leg, right? So that's the one I want behind me. So left leg forward, right leg back. And if you look at my feet, here's an easy way to square your body. If you put your feet at 90 degrees, get up on your toe and just drop it back, look at me, I'm square. Another way you can square your body up is this. Put your feet together, put your hands beside you, just let your palms open, watch this. I'm square, 90 degrees, but this is the way it works. So I'm right here. Hey, and you notice this right foot, I'm not here. I mean, that's not efficient. You're not gonna get any power there. It is literally a couple of inches behind my heel, a couple inches. And then I wanna look like I really wanna run. So do I start from here? No. See, my heels are down. Do I start from here? No. So nine times out of 10, if I start like this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna rock back to go forward. So if I'm one-on-one with someone and I rock back and they go forward, I'm instantly behind. So the real key is, it's always about going forward. So again, here's my feet. My left foot's forward, my right hand's forward. Now if you check me out, both of my heels are off the ground. I'm not flat-footed here. Both of my heels are up, right hand here, left hand right there, because I have left foot. Opposite leg, opposite hand. Now I'm really looking here. I can only see about 2 or 3 yards. And it really looks like I'm running and I'm falling. So when I drive, that's what it's gonna look like. So again, feet together, get your 90, square it up, left foot, right hand, head looking down, and drive. So you see that? I'm instantly into my running motion. Whereas if I do this, if I go left hand, left leg, I can't get it, that's awkward. I can't get into my running motion. So everything you want to do about running is about getting into that running motion immediately. So again, left foot, right, drive. So if you happen to be the opposite foot, right foot, left. I can do it both ways just because I've been training for a long time. Again, both heels are up, I drive through. The other thing about running is you got to be like an F-14 leaving an aircraft carrier. That means you don't pop up like a helicopter and then run. You actually come up on an angle like that. So here's the real key. When I set my feet, when I get over my belly button there, I am falling. I can see my straight line. I'm looking at where I want that first step, because that first step's everything. And I drive for 12 steps, my head comes up and I'm looking at a spot. So even when I set up, I already know my spot. I see it. I see it. So when I drop down, I know my line. Boom. So when you're actually running, here's what I want you to focus on. Here's your drill. Look in front of the mirror, arms at 90 degrees, and I am just hammering those arms back and forth. So start off nice and easy so you get used to that. I mean, because there's a ball and socket right in your shoulder, and all you're doing is trying to roll through and back. That 90 degrees doesn't change. So look, when I do it, if I really pick it up, my whole body comes off the ground. It just wants to take off just because I'm really driving. So remember, that's the real key to running, is once I'm up, I see my spot to run through it. Now I'm driving, I'm hammering right through that spot. So the goal is, you gotta warm up 7 to 10 minutes. Get your body moving. You cannot start stretching before you get some type of movement going. The high knees, the butt kicks, the bounding, nice lateral slides. You wanna back pedal, then take a little jog down. Then what I like to do, that's when I do my stretching. I start off always with my hammies, man, because these things are everything. This is the lightning. This right here is the thunder. This makes the noise, but this makes everything happen. The back of your leg. So I get my feet together, I go down, I touch my toes, I spread my legs, I put my palms up, I walk backwards. So I do a lot of things to just make sure that I'm really stretched out, I'm really ready to go. Once I get my legs going, then I actually take my arms and I go over top, underneath. I roll them forward, I roll them backwards a little bit. And again, it's simple. It's because of this. I want to make sure that I'm loose to be able to drive back and forth, that I can get out of the box. because that is the real key to learning how to run fast. If you can't do those little things, and that's repetition. You should be working on that every single day. Repetition, repetition, repetition. And hey, we'll be back in the future because we want to keep updating you on things that you can do. But let's try to focus on these little tips that I gave you today, and let's start moving fast. Hey, we really hope that you had fun checking us out, that you learned something. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We really want to continue to grow and actually help you grow in any capacity that we can. So like I said, be sure to subscribe. Hope you really enjoyed the content that we brought your way today.